Hey guys, I'm gonna be trying something new with my recipe. I'm gonna be melting this for like 10-second variables, melting it a little bit. Then I'm gonna add kind of mushing them together. Add whipped cream on top. Add a little bit M&Ms on it. See how it tastes. I'll see you guys there. So this is what it ended up to be like. I didn't know this would happen. I'm gonna start mushing it together. Doesn't even look like Milky Ways anymore. Looks good. At least it didn't burn. If guys didn't know, chocolate can actually burn. I've experienced a lot of, I experiment with food. It's kind of hard to mix up. Alright, I'm gonna see. Actually, we have a little more time. I guess I'll see you in the next step. Alright guys, the next step I'm gonna do is, put this in the freezer for about 10 seconds. It shouldn't bother the freezer at all, because, it's 10 seconds. Let's set a timer for 10 seconds. Start. Wait. Pause. Cancel. Timer. 10 seconds. As soon as we put it in there, we're gonna start it. Here it is. I mixed it up. Alright. Put it in there for 10 seconds. Should cool it down a good bit so we can continue. It's fun being about cooking. You can taste products before they're even done. I'll see you after. Alright guys, after a lot of molding and stuff with the chocolate stuff, I have this so far. Yeah, I am using the M&Ms to decorate it a little bit. But, I'm gonna put it in for another 10 seconds, so yeah. Hey, I need to urge you, only warm these at the chocolate at 10-second only warm these at 10-second variables, because if you heat them all at once, it'll either start burning, because chocolate, especially in the microwave, chocolate starts burning at a certain temperature, or it's gonna explode and make a mess everywhere. So, also, let it cool down after you, heat it up, before you put it in the fridge if you're doing it like I am. Because if you let it cool down in the freezer, it's actually going to break the freezer. So you have to let it cool down by itself with the environment. Make it like stabilized temperature before you start cooling it in there, because it's going to break it if it's like too hot. A lot of heat going into the freezer is not good. So again, warm this up at 10-second variables, especially in a microwave. And warm this, and when you're using it, warm this up, cool this down. First time 10 seconds. Then let it cool down using the environment. After that, then, cool it down for another 10 seconds. That's how I do it, but if you want to break your freezer, go ahead. I don't care. But this is what I have so far. I'm just gonna, I molded it the way I want it to, so I'm gonna let it cool with the environment and turn into a nice chocolate snack. Hey, just a reminder, this video is gonna be in parts on Instagram, but it's gonna be full on, the thing is still cooling, but, it's gonna be full on YouTube. I'm gonna put it on my gaming channel for now, and later, I might make a cooking channel thing, because I like cooking stuff and making stuff, so yeah, I might do that. So I'll put it down in the description in my YouTube channel if I do make it. So yeah, see ya, bye. Once you have it cooled down a bit, you can also put it in for like 30 seconds, since it's not going to do anything to your freezer because it's cooled down a lot. So I just put it in there for 30 seconds. I need to go get that. It should cool it down a good bit, but your plate and stuff Your chocolate should, once it's cooled down a bit, you could just cool it down in the freezer, and yeah, as you can see, this part is kind of mushy still. We do not want that. Well, you want it a little mushy, but not too much. So of course, there's also caramel that went into this because, you know, I was using sorry, not Twix. I was using, what are they called again? Oh, Milky Ways. I was using a small Milky Way. So, yeah, you should have also caramel in it if you use my recipe. But you can also use a lot of snacks, and you can even use probably Twix because it has chocolate and, you know, crunchy stuff, and also has caramel in it. So you can use Twix, use Musketeers, which are chocolate and caramel, basically like the Milky Ways. I don't know about taffy. Anything that's chocolate, I guess you could also use this. I don't know. So yeah, any chocolate, even let's see, what do you call it? Chocolate chips. You can melt it down and turn it into chocolate like this. It's not gonna be as thick because this has caramel in it, but you might want to put it in a bowl instead of. You might want to put chocolate in a bowl instead of a plate, because I use a plate because it has caramel in it. And yeah, and also this is gonna bubble in the microwave. That's normal. That's gonna be normal because there's caramel, has all this oxygen in it, and that he's releasing it, so making it bubble. And chocolate's just gonna stay chocolate and it's gonna melt. I put it on it was 3 or 5 sets of 10-second variables to melt the chocolate. Just telling the steps. Then let it cool by itself in the open. You know, cool down with the air. And let me check the temperature. Actually, we have it 71 degrees in the house, which is pretty much like a summer day in the summer warmth. So of course it's gonna be a little melted, but your house might be a little cooler because it's not, you know, winter yet. So yeah, also the environment counts, because if the environment's too warm, it'll stay melted and still like for me, it's like still warm. Well, it's not too warm anymore, but it's a little mushy still. So after it's like this stage where it's kind of hard in some places but mushy in others, you can just you can actually keep it in the freezer for as long as you want. It's not gonna matter because it's not gonna break the freezer anymore. So yeah, you can keep it in there for as long as you want. I'm gonna put it in there for 2 minutes, and if it gets frozen, I'm gonna put it in defrost for put it in the microwave for about 3 seconds about. Well, I'll see. Alright, so basically, I'm freezing it right now. I have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left until I have to get it out. But some freezers actually use moisture as well as to keep it stable, as well as nitrogen to cool it down. So that's why you usually see ice on the walls of the freezer. So it uses liquid nitrogen and turns. I think it turns into gas. I'm not exactly sure. I know it uses liquid nitrogen. Some use moisture to, you know, keep the. If you know the climate factors, it actually keeps the climate balanced. If you're near water, it's not too hot, not too cold, just right in those areas near the coast. But yeah, so if it gets frozen in there, like, there's less of a chance. It's not gonna like completely freeze the thing into an ice cube, but it's gonna leave a little frost on there if you leave it in there too long. That's what a freezer's for. It's supposed to store your food and make it not rot. Actually, quick fact, the military before freezers and stuff. Well, I think the military still uses it today. Well, they in the Revolutionary War they used salt for meats to keep it fresh, which kind of dehydrates it, and sugar, which is basically a preservative like salt, but sweet. It's gonna Okay, the is gonna be used for fruits and vegetables. I think it's just fruits actually. I don't know what they use for vegetables, but they use that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and let you guys can not wait this long. Oh, one quick reminder, I'm not a technical expert. I'm not expert with refrigerators and freezers, so I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it uses liquid nitrogen or some form of nitrogen, because that stuff it can actually flash freeze things, which is actually useful for props in like fish tanks or making props of stuff that looks real, like let's just say you cook some meat fresh, you flash freeze it and turn it into a model. Yeah, there's the timer. All right, well there it is. It's it's gonna be, it's chocolate, and it's actually a good mixture of chocolate and caramel. It's not actually, with the chocolate and the caramel inside like the Milky Ways. I added a little face. I tried. Anyways, so yeah, this is I'm gonna call this chocolate caramel pastry, I guess. I don't know. It's just chocolate with caramel and some M&Ms, and I was gonna add whipped cream on it. Actually, I might do that right now. Just a sec. Now, isn't that a beauty? It looks delicious. I'm actually gonna make a separate video of trying it. So, yeah, see you then. Alright, if you've seen my previous video, I made this chocolate pastry with whipped cream on top. Well, not chocolate pastry, it's just chocolate. Basically it was melted Milky Ways, and actually mix the Milky Ways with, the chocolate with the caramel, so it's not just chocolate with caramel inside of it, it's a mix. So yeah, I'm gonna try this. This is the knife I used to make this and form this. So here it is. I'm gonna try a little piece, because if I eat too much, I'll probably get diabetes. So I'm gonna try a little piece. Oh, it's delicious. Took so much time on that, but it's so delicious. Probably could make multiple at once, so yeah. Besides for the electricity I used, this was pretty cheap to make. It was just Milky Ways and M&Ms and whipped cream. Yeah, you don't even have to have the whipped cream. You could just have M&Ms and Milky Ways. I'm sorry, it's so good. But, of course, I showed you the recipe. You gotta try this. It's delicious. Phenomenal. I just want more. Might make another one for my parents, like two. One for my parents, one for my grandma before she leaves, because this is tomorrow she's probably leaving for Nebraska. So yeah, see ya, bye.